had independent success on your own before coming together?
Depending on who you ask. If you ask my mom, then yes.
Yes,
You did, and it was a different. We were just talking about kind of vibe than it is now. How would you guys describe the difference between those past experiences and the journey you're on right now?
This is like being on vacation.
right.
More.
Yeah.
Like there's more work to it because, well, especially
two of us.
Especially when we started, it was a completely, secretive DIY project.
Yeah.
So we were doing everything just between ourselves. So it was a lot more work, but also a lot more rewarding too.
But how do you manage life on the road with 2 kids?
Well, I have an amazing wife at home, and she's my hero. I couldn't do any of this without her, and I have no idea how she does it because sometimes we trade where she goes out of town to do her work stuff, and I watch the kids.
Really?
And but when the day's like halfway over, I gotta get out.
Yeah.
So I don't know how she does it, but she is my hero for sure. Hi, everybody. I don't know what the Jimmy Buffett reference policy is here, but I'll try to keep it to a minimum. In the meantime, we're gonna play some iDKHOW songs, just a few of them. But thanks for coming out. I wanna take you home, a night out on my town. Say that you're pretty, so you stand up before I drag you down. Crawling up your skin, potion spills and medicines to train you and get your magic out. Whoa,
Ryan, do you support his Dr. Pepper habit?
To a healthy degree, I think.
Yeah,
You're not that bad.
It
You can be worse.
approaches a line of propriety, and whenever
Yeah.
I get too close to that line, I like to back off a little bit, and I'll cut it out of my life for like a good month or so,
Or he'll have a come to Jesus meeting?
or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, your Dr. Pepper is my Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
So if that says anything, then
I don't like having bad habits. Dr. Pepper is
Yeah.
my worst habit, and whenever I think it's becoming too much of a thing, I'll back off and like take a break from it for a while. But
Dr. Pepper is your worst habit. What's your second worst habit?
swearing,
Ryan?
Really?
yeah.
second worst habit.
I think that's
Yeah,
like
probably
yours.
swearing. Probably swearing.
Swearing is what you're going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
at least he knows when he does it. Sometimes when I do it, I'm just kind of.
Well, I try to correct it for the sake of the kids, and when I'm
Right.
on the road for too long, I get into that habit, and then a couple days at home, and I'm still in, I still have tour mouth happening,
Right.
and my wife is, and I catch myself every once in a while, but for their sakes, I try to clean it up.
When people started realizing that you guys were doing this project, there was a lot of hype behind it, a lot of people were really interested. Do you find it difficult to live up to the hype that's put behind something?
Well, we don't worry about the hype too much because when we started this, it was just for us.
Yeah.
And we started it in secret to avoid all of that stuff, really, to sort of build credibility on our own, see if our music could, stand on its own 2 feet and get people's attention without telling people, hey, we came from this band and come see what we're doing now and try to sell people something. We wanted to take the opposite approach.
We just do what every other band would do if they were just starting out.
Yeah, just book a show and go play.
Yeah,
and
like
have
at
a
a
good
small
time.
venue that if no one's ever heard of you.
So in a way,
So-
since we finally did acknowledge that this band is a thing after about a year.
Yeah.
After that point, it's sort of felt like we've been playing catch up with fans a little bit, trying to get music recorded and content out and stuff like that.
It was cool playing shows like undercover. No, I don't want to say undercover,
No,
but
it
like
was fun.
low key, just because people could just make their own assumptions.
Come break some hearts now, tear them out, filing for amusements with the crowd. Oh, but be advised, participation is required, doing things not typically allowed. Oh, feels like we're having a good time. It's true, a wonderfully good time. When I'm with you,
our company, big into the environment, our station big into the environment, so we like to talk about one thing we do to help the environment. For instance, in our house, we're not walk wasters, so I make everybody turn the lights off all the time. It's such an annoying saying, and I'm sure one day my children will say it to their kids and then realize they've become their mother. What is your one thing that you guys try to do to help the environment?
See, I have that in my house too, but it's not quite for an environmental reason. I grew up with my dad, you know, just like, why is every damn light in the house on, you know, for the sake of the electricity bill. But so I picked up that habit. I found I've become my father in that way. But we also recycle at our house too, and you know, make the effort to do it the right way too, because we don't have like glass recycling in our neighborhood, so we have to do that ourselves and find places to go take it to.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I mean, I volunteered to like clean up beaches. I don't know if that counts for anything.
It's awesome.
Yeah, with a bunch of friends on a weekend in Ventura. A bunch of people, I guess, lost their homes in the fires. There's a huge fire that happened out there. And so last summer we did this like cleanup retreat, and yeah, that was about like 3-4 hours long. Started at like 8 in the morning.
I'll break your pretty face. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you clever little things. The sycophantic teens. What a precious basket case. Yeah, yeah. But now shut your dirty mouth. If I could burn this town, I wouldn't hesitate to smile while you suffocate and die, and that would be just fine. Oh, and what a lovely time that it would surely be. So bite your tongue and choke.